everybody. My name is Mrs. Burse, and today we are going to be talking about pop-up books, and we are going to be making our very own pop-up cards. In the world of art, pop-up books and pop-up cards represent a multi-billion-dollar industry, and greeting cards alone account for $7 to $8 billion in retail sales, according to the Greeting Card Association. Pop-up books have been around for about 750 years. The first movable book is credited to a Benedictine monk by the name of Matthew Paris, and the book was called the Chronica Majora, and it wrote about events that took place as early as 1240. That's almost 750 years ago. We do not have time to make an entire pop-up book, so we are going to make a pop-up card. And before we make up a pop-up card, we're going to talk about some of the rules that tell us how to make a pop-up card. There are 3 major rules about pop-up cards. The first one is that all pop-ups cross a gully. And a gully is this center part of anything that folds. So any pop-up has to cross this in order to work. Each side of the gully must balance. What does that mean? Well, that means that when we make something, both sides of the gully have to have the same measurements of angles, whether it's in this parallel fold or whether it's in this V fold. If you notice, the angles that are there are the same. And then the final rule is that each pop-up creates a new gully. So if you look at my parallel fold, this is a new gully in which I can put another mechanic. And we can go on and on and on and on and on, depending on how small and intricate you would like to get. So those are the rules. So let's see how we do it. We are going to start with the parallel fold. And the parallel fold is this one with the straight edges. So start with 2 sheets of paper. And we fold one. You're going to fold both of these in half, but you want to fold them one at a time. You want to make sure your points are exactly together. Bring your finger back and go from this inside out. He wants to get a wrinkle in it there. Inside out. And crease that really, really well. In all things pop-up, you are going to fold it one direction, and then you are going to take it and you are going to fold it the other direction. We really want this crease to be very flexible so that when we go to turn it inside out, the paper will go where we want it to go. So there's one, and we're going to do it to number 2. All right, so now I have these 2, right? This one is eventually going to nest inside of there, and it'll come out looking like this. Let me show you how we do that. So you set one aside. Working with this one, let's just figure I'm going to use a pen so that you can see this. You should probably use a pencil. I have some little parts that I cut out or made earlier that I'm going to add on here. I want one to be about here, one to be about here, one to be about here. So that's it. That's my measurement. This is important. We want to make sure that this line is straight to the edge. That's what makes this a parallel fold, right? And I'm going to clip these and I'm going to fold these. Now you notice that these lines are all over the place. We're going to fold these really straight so that they're also parallel to this edge. So if you look here, I want to make sure that this line is parallel to this line, and that this line across those 2 are parallel. Get it as close as you can. That one might be a little crookedy. And this one is parallel Okay. You do not have to draw these. I'm drawing them so that you can see where we're going to be folding them. So now I have these clips. I'm going to fold. And again, when we're actually folding this, make sure that this line is parallel to this edge. Let me go one direction. Make sure this is parallel. If you don't get these parallel, it won't want to open. And the last one, making sure it's parallel to the side. That also means that this fold right here is parallel to the gully. Right? So now they're all folded. And all things pop up, we need to fold it both directions. So I'm going to fold these back flat. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to fold them back the other direction on the same crease. Okay? Making sure that they stay parallel on the same crease. Do that. Do that. Ta-da. Okay. And then I fold them back flat. And now I am ready to turn these into the risers that pop through. See, this opens nicely now because I've got them laid flat. And then you just come through with your hand in the back and you pop that. And because you folded this both directions, this will fold easily, or it should. Okay? And you just kind of get your fingers to do that. Takes a little fiddling. Okay? Don't get frustrated. Take your time. All right, when you got them popped through this way, then you'll lay the card down and close it. And burnish this down, rub this down. Okay. Excellent. So now you have the inside of your card. But that looks kind of yucky. I don't like those holes that are in there. And that's why we have the second piece of paper that you are going to glue this first piece of paper into. I wish it was easy and I could just say, just do this, just glue it. But you really want to be careful that you glue all around here. Don't glue on the inside there. Glue all around here. You do this. You're going to hold this card at a 90-degree angle and slide the inside right up to the fold. And make sure it's in there. And then you're going to close this down. And when you do that, now it's all the way into this crease. We still have to do the other side, right? But that side is done. So once that side's done, you will, I didn't get that glued down very well. Do the same thing on this side, and you'll go all around here. Don't glue this part, because you can accidentally glue your card shut. So don't glue that part. You glue this part, and you do the same thing. You fold this over, and you rub this down, and what you'll come up will be this. And once you have this, you can take your pieces parts that you've created. You can draw them on white paper, on white cardstock, or you can cut them out of paper. I have some little friends here and some little things that I've created that I'd like to glue on to my pop-up card. Hello, friend. So that's one way to do the parallel fold. There's another way to do the parallel fold.